Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Alexander Nix, and today I present to you SCP-1879, Object Class, Keter, Special Containment Procedures. Due to the nature of the anomaly, SCP-1879 cannot be contained by the Foundation at this time. Foundation agents are to monitor police reports within the state of Washington for signs of a possible SCP-1879 infection. When an instance of SCP-1879-1 is found, MTF Row 4, aka the Shoe Salesman, are to be dispatched to the location and deal with SCP-1879-1 at the minimum possible cost to those involved. All items obtained from these interactions are to be incinerated if feasible and dismantled if not. Civilians that come in contact with SCP-1879-2 are to be administered Class A amnestics after Foundation questioning. Description: SCP-1879 is a phenomenon that affects houses in the state of Washington, USA. It has been noted to only infect interior doors, which are hereby designated as SCP-1879-1. These doors are visually unchanged. However, when a sapient organism comes within 2 meters of an SCP-1879-1 instance, repeated knocking emanates from the object. This continues indefinitely until the subject opens the door. At this point, a male humanoid entity, hereby designated as SCP-1879-2, will emerge from the SCP-1879-1 instance. The entity is approximately 1.7 meters in height and appears to be of Caucasian descent and indeterminate age. After emerging from the door, SCP-1879-2 will attempt to sell a product to the subject. These products appear to vary wildly in purpose and origin, as the entity is presented a variety of objects. The entity will dramatically explain the purpose and appeal of the product to the subject, often cornering them or suggesting they sit down before doing so. The explanations and tactics utilized are often not particularly persuasive, and the entity uses underhanded methods to sell its product. After fully explaining, the entity will then offer a price. Said price rarely consists of actual currency and is often detrimental to the subject's health. The entity consistently refuses to elaborate or comment on the definition of its prices unless it decides to raise them, which it often does if the product is not paid for quickly. SCP-1879-2 is persistent in its efforts and refuses to leave the subject alone until the product is purchased. However, if it is sufficiently threatened or wounded, the entity will temporarily retreat back into SCP-1879-1. SCP-1879-1 will then revert into a non-anomalous door. It will later return within the same house via a different door and confront the subject, attempting a more aggressive or even threatening sales pitch. Once the product is purchased, the entity will thank the subject and exit the area through the SCP-1879-1 instance. Retrieval Log 1879 Row. The following log is a list of items obtained from deals with SCP-1879-2. Object received: 1 red rose. Price statement: quote, "All I'm asking for is your heart," end quote. This resulted in subject expiring due to demanifestation of his entire cardiovascular system. Object received: 220 bananas. Price statement: quote, "Gimme some sugars, sweetie," end quote. This resulted in all candied goods within the house disappearing. Object received: one thermonuclear device. Price statement, quote, "I want your soul," end quote. Results. The subject hesitantly complied after some encouragement. No notable effects happened at the scene of the exchange. However, the subject later recounted that 2 of her Aretha Franklin albums, Lady Soul and Almighty Fire, were missing. Audio log 1879-ETA. The following log was taken during the initial attempts of Foundation personnel to apprehend and discern the nature of SCP-1879-2. Agent Rogers was equipped with an audio recording device at the time of the event. This incident took place at Seattle, Washington, the home of Shirley Yates. Mrs. Yates had previously called the police several times, urgently describing a, quote, salesman that would not get out of her house and kept disappearing into random doors, end quote. Foundation agents intervened to investigate the possible anomaly. Upon arrival at the scene, some agents noted a male humanoid entity, therefore believed to be SCP-1879-2, carrying a juvenile border collie, holding it in front of Mrs. Yates and speaking rapidly. Begin recording. Oh, good! Maybe you listen to some sense. See, I got this dog right, but I can't keep it, so I thought maybe Shirley would take this, so I popped over off to give it her. Okay, maybe not give per se, but see, you gotta get by and say, hold on, before you speak. Before you say anything, let me tell you about this fucking puppy, okay? He's purebred, the most playful little scamp you'll ever see. He's apparently not good enough for some people. If you don't listen, just look at him, he's so sad. Look, he's potty trained and everything. I don't want to see him sad, and I really can't have any more personal reasons, you know. In all reality, I'm asking for some of your time. You'll barely even notice him around. Cross my heart. Some of your time is all I... Okay, fuck it. We're taking him back to the site to interrogate him. Intermission. At this point, it's to be noted that agents attempted to escort SCP-1879-2 out of the house. However, upon exiting the front doorway, the entity demanifested. Agents were unable to locate it within the house in the following investigation. Several hours later, SCP-1879-2 later manifested within the house, and Foundation agents returned to the scene. Resume recording. Ma'am, please, he just needs a home. I have to sell him. It doesn't cost any money, please. Just 12 years of your time. That's all I want. Surely, just take the dog and I'll be gone. Swear on my life, please, please, please. Intermission. At this point, Mrs. Yates picked up the animal and she immediately disappeared. Pleasure doing business with you, Shirley. See you again soon. End of recording. The entity then walked into the closet designated SCP-1879-1 before agents could apprehend it. Class A amnestics were administered to Mrs. Yates' family. Audio log 1879 Psi. The following log was taken during a successful Foundation interception of an SCP-1879-1 activation event. Begin log. God damn it, hurry up. I have to meet the quota by else, or I have to stay in this fucking world for another century. Hey, I know you're there. Spare a moment of your time. Why does the boss even need this shit anyway? It's not like he has a use for them anymore. Yeah, boss, yeah, I know that's not what you meant by soul. I just thought you'd get a kick out of... Yes. Yes, sir, I will. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. It won't happen again. No. Please don't hurt it. I'll meet the quota this time, I swear. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye, sir. I better get to move up to at least accounting this time. Just get me out of this fucking place already. I've paid my dues. Hello, Mr. Oh, it's you again. Hello. Now I'd like to ask you, now see here, let's think logically. I'm going to tell you anything. It's not likely you're going to buy what I'm selling. So let's just move on to grander patches. Say I'm coming close to a deadline. I'm sure you're swamped making that these good people don't do their job. So I'll just bound my let you do that. Ciao. That's not happening. Look, I'm busy. So I tell you what, I'm going to give you something. No money in your pocket. We'll call it even. Sound good? Intermission. Within 3 seconds of SCP-1879-2 making this statement, approximately 2,000 coins of assorted origin manifested within the pockets, epidermis, and digestive tract of all subjects at the scene, excluding SCP-1879-2. All Foundation personnel are confirmed to be deceased. SCP-1879-2 was reportedly encountered later that day on a house further down the same street, but it demanifested before Foundation agents could reach the scene. Dr. Alexander Nix, signing off.